Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So I've been working really hard trying to get all the castle parts ready for you guys. So let's talk about first configurations. The first configuration you can have is just a square. And the square is cool because the square is the way the castle should always sit, basically 90 degrees. The other way you can do it is you can add a triangle to this. With adding a triangle, it allows for the ladder to sit on top and also allows for the trap door to fall open so that a figure can fall in there. When you just have the square, the trap door is blocked by the side floor on the upper level being in the way. So you can also add a second triangle. Now in this case I have a second Castle Grayskull. I took the pin out of the hinge and then put it there to give me a wider one. Now you can get these in either raw or painted. Now let's talk about raw first. Raw is where it comes straight off the printer. It can be really rough. You can actually cut your fingers if you're not careful, and it may have holes or may have lines in the side that are open. Let me show you an example. Here's a close-up shot of one of the sides, and you can see the open areas that are caused during printing. So your parts, if you get them raw, may have these exposed areas. Just as a heads up, I don't want anybody to be surprised when they get their parts saying, whoa, wait a minute, that's not what I was expecting. Now when it comes to the ones that are painted, we actually first sand those and coat them in resin and then paint them and put a clear coat on. Now some of those may still have some open areas, but not nearly as bad. So that's raw versus painted. Let's take a look at a setup that's the most economical version for you to have in raw. And this version right here has the walls are raw, the front wall is just a regular ordinary wall, and the floors are all raw. This would be the most economical way to go. Now this is the most expensive way to go. Everything is painted resin coating and it has the expensive torch one in there. So here we have Skeletor, and he's going to find his way into hopefully Castle Grayskull. Now he needs to put his sword in his hand so he can access the door with his magic sword. Let's get that kitty cat out of the way. And let's see if we can get this door open. Opening. And the mysteries are... and there it is. We got it open. And check out how cool this looks actually inside with those lighted torches going. It's a really cool effect. And just makes a really cool way for the entrance when you're entering Castle Grayskull from inside, from the outside in. So let's go ahead and zoom up on this and take a look and see how it looks with Skeletor standing there just right past the flames. And it does look pretty cool. Alright, so let's talk about these flames and how they come to you if you buy a painted one. Now the cool thing is with these lights, they actually do flicker, as you can see. So that's cool. So if you decide, you'll get these lights when you buy this one. It comes with it automatically. And they just basically sit inside the bottom of these. And these also come painted separately as well when you get the deluxe one that's painted. So you can kind of see how the flames are painted. Now if you decide you want to upgrade, then you can buy our upgrade kit, and the upgrade kit is these 3 lights right here. You can change all the colors on them, the brightness, and if you want an extra light, we'll talk about the prices later. So here's an example of an upgraded kit where you have the lights actually in the lower floors, and I also added a light to the upper floor as well. But it does give you more room, and this comes in two ways. One way is the resin coated and painted, and the other way is the raw. You can see the raw one is also brown, and it's going to require some sanding and other things on your part and painting. So you can see I can't even get to fit in there totally because there's little chunks and pieces all the way around it that needs to be sanded and cleaned up before you put it back in there. So you can kind of see how rough it looks before I do all the finishing on it. See, even down below you can see there's some gaps and open areas when it prints. So that is the difference. Even if you get one that's painted nicely, there will still be some slight gaps and stuff as well. It's not always 100%, but it does look a whole lot cleaner and nicer. Door thinking, or the throne thinking he's going to fall through, is how cool this is going to be. I noticed that the trap door gets stopped by the flame on the inside. As you can see, it still worked. He still fell, but the door does not freely open all the way. So that does work a little better with So we have the two sections, the raw and the painted. The top one's the economical and the bottom one is the expensive one. Let's go ahead and talk about the prices now. Drum roll. And you can see the prices are listed on here for each piece. And like I mentioned before, we have the upgraded light kit for $20, and each light after that is $5 a piece. So take a look at these prices. Contact me on Facebook. Tell me what you want, and I will add you to the wait list. The first 10 people will get on the wait list, and the rest will have to wait till next time. Thanks for watching. Good journey.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!